What's good? What's good, peoples? It's Thursday, which today is Thanksgiving. So I know y'all out there giving thanks or eating or doing whatever y'all do. So I'm gonna tell y'all happy Thanksgiving to everybody who celebrates Thanksgiving and everybody who don't. I can understand, but every time you wake up every morning, you give thanks regardless. So today, my special guest is a female author, a screenwriter, a writer as well, out of California. Without further ado, let's do Aleta Williams.
Hey. Hello.
How you doing, baby? Welcome to the spotlight, the coffee table where we speak freely. Oh, no problem. No problem at all. Here we speak freely. We say we want to say and do we want to do. And I'm glad you are here to join us and take us on an adventure of, I guess I want to say, your upbringings and growing up and the trials and tribulations of being an author and dealing with the streets of California. Mm-hmm. So you're out of California. What city?
I'm out of South Central, so I'm from Watts, which is Los Angeles.
The big W.
W Watts. Mm-hmm.
I can dig it. What was it like for you growing up in Watts? Let's talk about that. Start off with that.
Growing up in Watts, for me, it was fun. So I'm from Watts. So my dad, he is originally from Watts. He's from Watts.
Okay.
And I grew up with my mother. My mother was killed when I was 6. So it was my grandmother during the week and then my father on the weekend until I eventually just started staying with him. So my grandmother, actually, we grew up in the Low Bottoms, which is in LA. So that's kind of like down. We call that, it's LA. So it's like different sets of Bloods and Crips down there. So I'm part of a Crip family, but I grew up as a Blood. Okay. So, so from the Low Bottoms on the weekend, I would go to Watts, and I just took a liking to Watts. And being in Watts, it was just the norms, I don't know. I was excited, I guess, or maybe it was just our culture, the gang life, and hanging out, listening to oldies, watching the OGs drink, and then eventually, I think I really started gang banging. And I don't gang bang anymore, for the record, but I started gang banging when I was like in 5th grade.
What's that?
A Paru.
Okay, dig that. Under the almighty 5. That's what's up, sis. How's that possible? And let me rephrase my question. Growing up with an all blue family, how did you end up flaming? How did that even happen?
I mean, it's easy because from birth, it's just me. I am who I am. So I never was the type that want to fit in. I do what I want to do. So just because, and they're the Crips, I just do what I want to do. So I was always my own person.
Okay.
And even so, like I said, during the week, Monday through Thursday, I'm with my grandmother, which is the Low Bottoms, the Crips, but also my homegirls were from like Bloods, from Villain or 30 Paru.
Okay.
And even so, and then we also had the Tigers down there in LA. And I was my own person. So even though I hung with them during the school days, I'm still representing Watts. I don't know how to switch up like that. I'm just my own person. So
that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to run to the own, beat your own drum. I feel you on that. That's a rebel style. So we have a lot in common on that. A lot more than you think. So growing up in the Watts, when did it get to the point where you say, you know what? When did you want to start writing? Let me rephrase that. When did you want to start becoming a writer? What made you start that?
I've always written. So it was the thing is I forgot. In elementary school, I used to write raps. I used to write raps. I'll do poems and things like that. So I always was a writer, but I forgot. As I grew up, I took my, hanging out in the hood. I just forgot about my talent. Even working, when you get into corporate America, I forgot about my talent. But it was one day I was at my bank position, and one of the girls, I was probably in my early 30s, and one of the girls, they were passing a book around. And I was like, what you reading or whatever, just getting in on the conversation. We in the call center getting in, and they gave me a book. I promise you, I'm in my early 30s. I have never had read a full novel. It wasn't my interest. I was either gang banging, hanging in the hoods. I didn't smoke, but drinking or whatever, partying. I wasn't reading books. It was either go to work, get off work from the bank, and just go hang out in the hood. So she gave me a book. I didn't even think about. I wasn't even really gonna read the book. I just took it home, and then I ended up reading a couple of pages. It was the coldest one ever, and I probably was one of the last people that read it. I read the book, then I ended up reading another book, G Spot, and I remember telling my husband, I was like, you know what, I want to write a book, and he was like, write a book, and I began to when I was reading it, actually, I actually forgot it. It came back to my memories that I know how to write, but I had never written a book, of course. And so he said, write a book. So I came home with a computer one day, and one of those big old Roman dinosaur computers. And so I'm on the computer. This is like in 2007, 2008. So I'm on the computer, and I'm writing, and I began to write about. I don't know if you've seen my movie In the Hood, but I began to write about Debo, the character. So my first book is inspired by my husband and I, In the Hood of Watts and Compton. So he's from Compton, I'm from Watts. And
Okay.
so I began to write the story based on what I know about him. You know, he got juvenile life at 15, what he went there for, and the things that he used to do. Then I end up configuring Lana in there, which is myself.
Okay.
And as I was writing, I read a couple of pages to him. He was like, yeah, I like that. But, yeah, I like that. And then I forgot about it again. And then maybe a couple of months later or so, maybe almost a year later, he ended up going to jail. And he called me. He was like, well, whatever happened to that book is right? And I said, I don't know. I ain't thought about it no more. He was like, finish it. But again, I still didn't think about it. And then I don't know what happened. So when he went to jail, my godmother passed away a couple of months before that. And then I ended up having another baby. And I didn't want any more kids. So I'm my third child. And then by him going to jail, I felt like I was a single mother again. I went into a depression. I was a banker for like 15 years. I was like, it felt like I wasn't making money there. It wasn't like I can get what I want. I got a job that most people in the hood don't have, you know what I mean? But I wasn't making money. It wasn't like I always had this big imagination as a kid, this certain type of lifestyle that I wanted. And I got depressed at work, and I promise you, I don't remember, but my coworkers found me on social media, and they said I walked off the job on my lunchtime and said, I'm quitting. I don't remember that because I was really depressed, right? And then my nephew, who was living with me at the time, he was like, you said the Lord told you to quit and write a book. I don't remember that either. I just went and I figured it out how to write the book and figured out how to do the cover. I just did it. And I'm the type is like, back then, I won't say now, I don't know really how to ask for help because people, some people don't want to help you. Some people, they turn you into. So I just did it all on my own. It was a lot of mistakes. The book wasn't even well received in the book industry because of the title. The title back then was zip codes, 9002, and then the Compton zip code 90250.
Okay.
90220. And so it wasn't really received back then. And in the industry, there's like more like hood love drama and stuff like that. But in prison, and then people like from Watts and from Compton, in LA, they read it was more received on the streets than it was, or in prison than it was in the book industry. It didn't do anything. I was making maybe like $25, $30 a quarter. But I'm still like, I see everybody else from the West Coast in LA, Compton, Long Beach writing books, and they winning. But in my mind, I'm always the type of person, if God do it for them, he gonna do it for me. I don't know. I'm an underdog. You know what I mean? So it didn't stop me. But about 2 years later, I believe, I put out that third book, Salty. And from there, I was able to live off book sales for like 5.5, 6 years.
Okay. So question, you ever thought about revising zip code and bringing it back out now for 23 or 24?
That's in the hood.
Ah.
So
okay.
So I didn't really revise it. I just changed the title. I changed the cover. And then 2022, I put out the movie.
Okay. Let's talk about the movie. The movie, and I gotta ask because when I watch a movie, I'm one of them people who I'm gonna watch every character. I'm gonna notice everything in the background. I'm gonna pay attention to everything. Like I really watch the movie because I want to not just enjoy it, but I want to understand every part of it. In that story, was that? I guess I want to say, was some of that about you, and if it is, what character were you?
Yeah, so it's true to life. So I was Lana, which is and then my son, he played Debo, that's my husband. So that was him. And then Nikki which is my oldest daughter. I don't know, the light skinned girl. That's my homegirl that I hung out with. So yeah, it's
Okay.
kind of true. It's true to life with fiction, and even if it's not my truth, it's somebody that I was around truth.
Okay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. Are we looking at a part 2 to that, or what other movies are we to expect?
Well, I'm going to sneak something in before part 2, but part 2 should be coming out in the summer. But I'm going to sneak something else in. I won't say the name now, but in between. Mm-hmm.
We can't get a little sneaky. You can't spit a little
Not
bit for
yet.
us?
Not yet. You're actually the first person I even told outside of my business partner, who's also she's on FaceTime listening to us. But yeah.
Okay. Question about part 2, and I'm asking this. Like I said, I'm a movie buff. Is it going to be same characters, or is it going to be about Debo being locked up, or is it going to be a whole new group, a whole new everything? Because a lot of people do that when they make a part 2. It has nothing to do with 1, and you be kind of like lost, or you be stuck on 2 and didn't even know 1 exists. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So part 2 is because there's a book, part 2, Codes to Codes. I took that off the market because I didn't like the book. But when I went back a couple of years ago to read it, and I understand people are like, why did I take it off the market? I was going to revamp it. I do like the story. So
Okay.
part 2 is going to be about them. So now they're older. So Debo, he got his appeal. Ben, it tells you at the end, Ben, he got locked up. So now it's older. So it is going to be about them, but they're going to be older now. Although they're still from the hood, but you're going to see a lot of things that they're facing. Before, you just knucklehead, you don't really care. But now it's a lot of consequences to the things that you did back then and the things that you're doing now.
Okay. Well, I definitely got to commend you and congratulate you on your success, because like watching the movie, I remember being a kid and I know people, and the way you set your characters up, I had a nostalgic situation, because I'm like, wow, because it reminded me when we were that age, like Generation X, like they just, the world looked at us like y'all are a failure. Y'all just blah, blah, blah. And I knew a lot of people who would get up every morning and gotta hit the hood. That was it. It wasn't no, they wasn't no go get a gig, and they just didn't see a future. And even on the hustle, they half-assed that. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they was in the hood, that's all that matters. I do got a question. I can't remember the character that Debo killed, the old school cat.
Cream. Mm-hmm. Ice cream man. Uh-huh.
Here's my question with that. I think I may know the answer, but I still got to ask. I'm curious. Why did people tell on him? If y'all knew what that man did, or y'all knew what he was about, why did y'all tell him and let that man get caught? That should have been street justice and left where it was at.
So what Debo got caught, in the book, Debo got caught because he did it in front of everybody. Okay. So we just played it out like that. And normally it does go down like that. And so I have a homeboy, I won't say his name, but it does go down like that. So even though you did it maybe a couple of months later, it's still, you know what I mean? Somebody still ran their mouth and got caught up. So it was street justice, but he got caught up.
I mean, that's how I assumed it was gonna be. I'm like, okay, he killed dude. I'm like, we already know it's either gonna be a couple months, a year, somebody go tell. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, damn, that was okay. And I just had to roll with the assumption that his homeboys told on him. Like, damn, I guess they won his homeboys. That's how I looked at it.
Yeah, just probably people talking in the hood. We'll see it in part 2. People talking in the hood, but in the actual part, the book is more in depth. His neighbor actually, stand and testify against him. He did it in broad daylight in front of everybody. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let everybody know where to catch the movie, please, and the name of the movie and everything.
Mm-hmm. So the movie is titled "In the Hood," a Watts and Compton love drama. And it is on YouTube, so you can get it on YouTube and watch it. It's good. It's I did it independent. I just did it off the butt. Just called my friend in Florida and just like, you know what? I feel like I'm not doing nothing. Let's shoot the movie. And she flew out here, and we did it.
Tell everybody your channel for YouTube, please.
My channel on YouTube is Alana. My name here is Aleta Williams. Alana Williams.
Okay. Definitely. For everybody to watch the movie, it is a very good movie. You need to watch it and know it is not over exaggerated. Yes, it does. And yes, it will go down exactly how you see on your screen when you watch it. So just because everybody got the same color and everybody rep the same gang, no, different hoods do not always get along. So don't believe that bullshit. Watch the movie. It's literally a lot is on key and it is on point. The next thing I want to talk about, the book Salty. Tell us a little bit, and my viewers, about that, and definitely where they can find it and everything.
Okay. Salty is a lot of the characters also from In the Hood. Okay. Let me ask you something real quick. What did you like about In the Hood?
What I like about In the Hood, it was raw. And I say that because I've been in situations like that, as well as we all been affiliated. So it was easy to relate to. And like I said, it wasn't like one of those movies where you'd be like, man, who wrote this? They don't know what they're talking about. Or like, it was kind of like, it
a female wrote it, right?
When I first seen it, no, I did not. I had no clue. And like I said, it caught my interest. And at the end, I'm watching the credits. And when I seen the name, I looked it up and I said, oh yeah, I got to give her credit and I got to have her on the show. That's dope. Like I said, it was raw and it wasn't you wasn't apologetic about it. And it pretty much kept true to life.
Yeah.
And people who don't know or never experienced doesn't want to think, oh, that's just made up. It's fantasy. No, that's exactly how it is. You go to parties. That's exactly every scene is exactly how it is. That's what caught my attention. That's what I liked about it, the rawness and the truthfulness about it. That's what I like about it.
Thank you. And that's I just want to just bring it back real quick while I have the chance to let people know when you're watching the movie, I wasn't going to write the movie. When I did the movie, I was a new Christian, okay? And when I did the movie, I didn't want to seem like I was glorifying the gang life. I was just like, you know what I mean? I left this, even though I was still going there, I didn't want people to think that I'm trying to glorify the hood life, right? So as I tell this to a lot of people, because a lot of people, they don't really understand us. They just think that that this is what we do. It is what we do, but they don't understand the reason why. Like I said, I was 6 years old. My mother was killed in my face. She died at my foot. Okay. And so I didn't get counseling or anything like that. They just wrote me off as this bad kid that want to fight, that want to do this to people, jack people, do this. But she didn't understand my story because unhealed adults never tried to question me, ask me what's wrong. You know what I mean? They just write you off. So I didn't want it to look like, I want people to understand us and don't just judge us, because like you said, that was our generation back then. But now you see some of these people now, they have businesses and everything else. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to write the book. So I remember I was driving and I was listening to Ice Cube, and I had asked the Lord to give me a sign if it's okay to write this book. And the song, my husband was always playing the song. It's called Hood Mentality by Ice Cube. F school, I don't want to go to school. I want to be a dope dealer. I want to grow up and sell crack to my auntie. I probably got the lyrics. You know what I mean? So mentality. And as I kept listening to, I always listened to the song, but as I would listen, I said, so Ice Cube is really preaching to us, but he's preaching to us in our language. My husband, and I'm not saying anything about him, but I believe that I got the message. He didn't get the message. He just bumping it because he's hearing it. I'm selling dope to my auntie. I'm going back and forth to jail. I love that penitentiary mail. But he's really talking to us like, this is what you guys are doing. You know what I mean? So that was my message, to say, okay, let me go ahead and write it. And when I wrote it, I just want them to see that everything that they went through is no guidance. Just because, Debo, he grew up in a 2-parent home. And this is my husband. He grew up in a 2-parent home. But I mean, him real life, he's like a OG. Like, you see your mom and dad, y'all got all this money, y'all do this and do that. You done been here where I haven't been, but look at you. They don't understand the environment as well. You know what I mean? You have to separate yourself. And look at this, you know what I mean? You have to separate yourself. We want to be so down, but so anyway, that's why I just wanted to bring it back real quick. Let people understand, though, it's not to glorify, but it's for those who don't understand, and then for those who do know our story, to just say, look at us on the outside looking in. The hood don't love nobody. Lana got raped, you know what I mean? Debo got caught up and he had to go to prison. Cream got killed. Everybody is a victim to the hood at some point in their life. The hood don't care who they choose.
Facts.
So that's so when you guys look at it, or if you don't look at it, if you ever have to run across it and you see me, sometime because I'm very passionate. Like I said, I stopped kicking in the hood maybe about a month ago. About a year ago, but I'm still passionate about my people. I don't care. It's my people, but I'm just trying to do something different now. You know what I mean? And at the end of the book, at the end of the movie line, to say, why am I back on these streets? Is it really to, help them, or is I'm still trying to find me? And then I wanted to bring light to the justice system. They talk about us, we crazy and we knuckleheads, but y'all just as crooked and dirty as y'all say the niggas is that y'all lock up.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's what it is. So people think it is. You got these people on here. They a lot of comments on here talking about this stupid. Or y'all do this, do this. Y'all don't know our story. So you don't know my story. So don't judge me. Just because you did walk with me, you mourn with me. You still don't know my story.
Well, you know, majority of people, again, it's social media. You know, once you post something on social media, that's with anybody. The door is open for people. You're going to get the good comments, the bad comments, the dumb comments, and the useless comments. And what I mean by useless is just like you really took your time out to take your minute to text that to me. Who dumber, me or you? You know, the useless comments.
Mm-hmm.
And that happens. Because I mean, a lot of people, and what's funny is about what's funny about the situation of the hood is you have people who want to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Been through hell and back, and you got people who's trying to get in who don't even need to be in, but they just got to get a taste of the hood. They got to smell it, and then if they smell it too much, and when I say smell it too much, meaning get caught up and get put in a position, now you in your feelings, and instead of looking at yourself in the mirror, you want to blame everybody else. But when they told you what you doing over there anyway, why you down there? Oh, it's crazy. I got to ask a question about the character Lana because it caught me off guard with the ending of it because I knew she was going to do great and I knew she was going to continue her mission on the college thing, but I didn't know she was going to mess with the homeboy. I didn't think that was her style. That totally caught me off guard. Totally caught me off guard.
And I think, and also so. As I said, Lana is my character, but no, it's like it's still things that maybe other people. So no, it wasn't my husband. I didn't mess with his homeboy, but you have people that do that. And Lana, I wanted to show the reason why she messed with him because she was hurt. So when you read the book, you have to get more in depth. If they do read the book, y'all can get it on Amazon. I believe it's on sale on Amazon too for like $10. You'll get understanding why she messed with him. So, you know what I mean? Debo, he left her, and that was her first love, and he just left her abruptly. He wrote her a letter, and I'm cool on you. You know what I mean? It's your fault that I'm in here. He had his little bitter moment and everything, and then Wax was trying to cheer her up, and next thing you know, they begin to, start liking each other. And that ended really quick, too, in the book. There's a lot of drama with them that happened really quick, and she just ended up having to leave the hood. She had to leave Nikki alone. She had to get on. So a lot of times we end up doing stuff because we hurt and we're trying to find something to make us heal. If it's drinking and smoking, messing with somebody else, going to party. So that's basically what Lana is. It wasn't get back thing. It's just trying to find some way to cope.
Yeah, definitely drug of choice, definitely. And the Debo character is interesting too because I had to laugh because when he found out she was messing with homeboy, he might have been upset, but it's like he took it to the chin and was just like, hey, cool. Not every man can do that. That jealousy bone is a bad thing. That jealousy thing is a bad one. So
wait till you see it in part 2 because it's so cute. But yeah, it was a little awkward when they first ran back into each other in part 2, but yeah.
Okay. Y'all go check out the movie and tell me what y'all think, man. It's called In the Hood. It's on YouTube. Y'all check it out. Leave some nice comments and no dumb stuff and no useless comments, please. We ain't got the time for it.
I mean, yeah, you could be honest. Yeah, honest is. And then I also want to give a shout out to my kids. So my Lana, who played me, that's actually my grandson. That's his mother. That's my son, baby mother. And then the main character. I'm sorry, I'm in my car. The main character, Debo. That's my son, Boogie from the 8. He's from Compton too. So he's a Compton rapper. And then Nikki, that's my daughter, Pretty Uno too. So shout out to them and their friends. Those are all them and their friends in the movie.
Dig that. Let's talk about why me, why her. Let's begin there.
Okay, so we done with Salty?
Well, yeah, we go Salty. How I want to put Salty? Nah.
Salty is just my Salty was just my baby. Like I said, well, In the Hood was my baby. Salty, you have Whack in there. You got Debo. You got a couple of people in there from there. You'll see how they all know each other. But Salty was my bread. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a 10-book series. And once I put Salty out, and we're gonna work on a TV series for that later on. But Salty was that 10-book, and that was the series that, like I said, I was able to leave the bank. Working in the bank since I was 18 years old, I was able to leave the bank and just live off book sales because of Salty, and then Why Me for almost 6 years until I stopped writing.
Okay. You definitely had inspiration to do a 10-book series. Yeah, you definitely had material and inspiration, because usually somebody may do 3 at the most, maybe squeeze in a 4th, but 10. Oh yeah, you weren't playing.
Yeah,
You had a lot to say. What's your inspiration? Like when you're writing, is it a situation where you go in your zone, have some tea, dim the lights, or is it just you start writing on paper and then you this piece go with this piece? Okay, I can put that down. This piece go with that piece, and I don't want that character. That character could be better over here.
No, I don't really do that. Salty, I wrote that from my BlackBerry. We'll be at the club. I wrote that from my phone. It's just wherever I feel it, that's what I do. That's what I do. So it doesn't matter where I'm at. You know, they'd be like, you always on that phone, or you always, but I'm writing. So sometimes I have to cut my phone off. I can be in church and I start writing a scene in church too. It's just wherever I feel it, that's what I do. So I don't really have like to be in the zone. I prefer to do it late at night because now I do have like a grandson that's over all the time and he's loud. Speaking of also too, he's loud. So, but this one, I just finished this book. I wrote this book. This is going to drop for the world on December 3rd, called Covered in Sin. And that book right here, I think I wrote that book in probably like 25 days.
What's it about? Talk to me. Tell us what's Covered in Sin.
This is going to be, so I retired my pen from urban fiction, the street drama. Besides, I'm going to do the movie, a part 2, of course, because I can't leave that out. So now I'm doing inspirational urban drama. And inspirational urban drama is more kind of, hopefully, I put it in mind to help to people to get to understand the like means that people that went through childhood trauma, also the unhealed adults, I want them to be able to see themselves in there, to see the words that you speak to these kids and to people, how it affect them. You know, they may act like they don't care, but, you know, sometimes unconsciously it stays with us, right? So with here, I have went to Santiago in here, where she went through seeing her parents get killed, and she ended up growing up as a savage, and how, you know, going to different foster hoods, how they, you know, they judged her, they talked about her, you know, they counted her out and things like that. And even now that she's settled in her life, making money, however she get her money, she still have a lot of insecurity. So it's still a lot of battles that she's facing right now as well. So this one is my baby. And then this one here is hopefully to push them more to identify, like I said, their issue, to let them know that they're not the only person that going through it, and also to let them know how close God really is. So giving God all the glory for this particular, this my new genre that I'm venturing out in, that God is close. He's there with us, because I grew up feeling like I didn't know God. They talked about him. He didn't care about me. You let me see my mama get killed. You let these people talk about me, the teachers and everybody like that. Like, but nobody never taught me how close, how it is, how, you know what I mean? When I think about it, how God was really there for me, you know, during everything that I was going through, because I did a lot of bad stuff. You know what I mean? And I have a clean record, thank God. You know what I mean? I did a lot of stuff. So I want them to be able to see themselves and identify themselves in that book. I want the unhealed adults and humans and even the kids, you know, to let them know how their words really affect people, and how you have to be kind to people, love on people, and understand where people are coming from. And then in order to, you know, to get where you're going, you just have to choose God.
Facts. I mean, you know what? Definitely, you're 100% right on all that. One of the situations with I'm gonna say people is pride. You know, either they're afraid to open up because they don't want to be looked at a certain way, or they're just trying to keep this facade or image. And at the end of the day, no matter what type of person you are, your heart and your mind, your greatest enemy. And we all hurt some way, somehow. And sometimes talking to that person, somebody being a shoulder for you, or you just expressing what's on your mind, it'll make you feel 10 times better than 20 times worse. And as far as believing in God, definitely believe is the key, because I don't know what it is, but a lot of people don't believe or don't say their prayers, but then as soon as they get in the situation, they believe, they say their prayers.
If that makes sense. And that's okay. Whenever they get to whatever point, sometime, and it's unfortunate, you do have to hit rock bottom to then you decide, you know what. But even so, they call him God. Then they really don't understand how close he really is. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what I want them to understand. And I just thank God for the opportunity to using me from being this hood girl to where I have, like I told you, my son, he's affiliated, but he deal with Crips too, like people from Hoovers and stuff like that in LA, where they reach out to me and they like, or even if they get in trouble, call your mama real quick, call your mama, tell your mama to pray for me, or let me speak to your mama. They his friends, I thought it would be more females, but it's the dudes that reach out to me a lot, you know what I mean? Or they want to
Right.
write their books. So I just want to let them know it's a lot of talent in the hood, you know what I mean?
Facts. 100%.
It's a lot of talent, and it's like they so busy. They busy even when they sit in jail. They don't take the time out to do it. I published a couple of dudes in jail too, but it's just a lot of stuff. So I just like it that the kids, and I call them kids, but that they can relate, and when they read it, they'll be able to relate more, so they'll know that I'm not fake. They know me. They know me. I'm not fake. This is not pretend. I didn't make it up. So I'm real. And if I'm telling you that, you know what I mean, how the Lord saved me and how it's so much stuff. You know what I mean? How he saved me, and not even just me, my husband and my son, my daughters, how, you know what I mean, how the Lord is there. And if you listen to me, there, then you can listen to me here. You know what I mean? When I'm telling you about God, we just talking about it, but they just don't really understand how close God is, how he's really, really there. We just have to tap in. The spiritual road is deep. It's not just all about motivational speaking, clapping your hands. It's deep. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm God using me as a vessel. And that's why I have this book here, using me as a vessel, my story, what I went through. Y'all know I'm not fake. Y'all know I'm not phony. I'm not putting on. And so I'm telling you about God, and they relate. I had the boys a couple of months ago. They sat in church with me for 6 hours. No complaints.
That's what's up.
No complaints. They were interested. I put the video on. I don't know if I think it's on my reels, but yeah, they had some, and they in there with their chains on, and they wasn't judged. They like, hey, what's up, man? It's a big church, but you know what I mean? Just, it's love. Even though they probably wasn't in tune, didn't understand anything, you still get love from other men walking up to you, shaking your hand. You know what I mean? Not judging you, looking at you because you come here with your big chains on and stuff like that. The Lord is way more than that. He's not even looking at that. It's your heart. So that's about it.
100%. You're right 100% on all that, the judging and everything. And I think that's what a lot of people are afraid of, is being judged. So they won't go to church, because, not to be funny, it is people in church that's going to judge you. And that's funny. It's the double-edged sword, because you go to get the word and not be judged, but it's always somebody there that want to be messy and judge. That should be the last place for that.
Me. And that's one of the reasons I stopped going to church. I had stopped going for a couple. I was like, if they act like this, and right here, I mean, you're like, y'all nasty. I mean, I'm me. I'm Aleta, I'm Nene, whatever you call me. But I always had a good heart. I didn't went to jacket somebody and the girl just broke down and crying, please don't take her stuff, and I just left her alone. You know what I mean? I always had the enemy just had a hold on me. I was just bad. You know what I mean? I didn't know no better. Right. But yeah, but you go in there and they looking at you crazy, and it's just like, come on, y'all gotta be better. Y'all gotta do better than that. And then these boys, you worried about their pants sagging. It's okay. Once they get where they get, they're gonna be okay. Just let them get there first. Don't push them away. Because the world already do that. So then you do it with, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely believe in reach one, teach one. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a lot of people that are lost or don't want to be taught. So you got to definitely keep pushing the envelope on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody want to complain about the pants sagging. Best thing I tell somebody is this: tell them where it came from. Got to keep doing it. That's their choice. That's on them.
Yeah, I hate it, but I hate it. I'm not gonna lie, but if you want, I tell you, I have, a little bit more respect, so tell you, but I'm not. That's not my focus on you. You know what I mean? That's not I can't stand it though. But I don't focus on that. Right. But it is what it is. But yeah, so that's what my new genre, inspirational urban drama. That's it. That's letting them know that no matter what you did, no matter if you think people like this. And I'm sorry, I'm digressing, but this boy, he just got out of jail. One of my sons, not really his associate, he just got out of jail. He was, really out there, and now he's doing Christian rap. And then you have people on there comment on him like, "Oh, this something must have happened to this nigga while he was in jail." And like, you know what I mean? Y'all mad because he over here doing y'all down on him because he doing Christian rap? Come on, dude. But y'all was just all on him, scared of him and everything else when he wasn't. You know what I mean? Come on, dude.
That's them people. They out there. No matter what you do, they out there. You can go McDonald's and flip some burgers and cook fries. Somebody go complain and talk shit about you doing what? Making fries. They can't help themselves. They out there. You know, I think honestly, I think it's a balance. Without people like that to use their energy, that's all they good for in my eyes. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'm gonna give you something to talk about. What is Why Me and Why Her? What is that about? What's that series pertaining?
Actually, that's a 4-part series. So why me, why her, why him, and the last time I asked why. That's a 4-part series, and that one is just like a crazy love story. We have the girl. The original why part 1 is where she her mother was jealous of her, and her mother was a whore, and the mother pimp end up taking a liking to Monica, and she ended up killing her pimp. And so she feel that Monica stole her man. It's because of Monica that she don't, that her man is gone now, and you know what I mean, and all that. So she want revenge on Monica, and she pimps her daughter out, sets her up, and stuff like that. So even when she does reunite with her first love, she's still going through a lot of things that she went through, that's blocking them from growing because of what happened when her mother pimped her out. And then you have not only that, then you have the girls one, because he's like this famous quarterback. So then you have the women that he was messing with. Then they coming at her with drama and trying to do stuff to her and her kids. So it's like Why Me, a crazy love story. So it's her insecurities, her childhood drama, her childhood trauma, her adult trauma, and then also the toxic relationship she have with Dante.
Okay, and that's all. That's in all 4 parts, or is it new characters each part?
You have a couple of introduced new characters, but Monica and Dante, and then their parents, they're the main source in the each part. But you'll have some new characters introduced, make it more interesting. And
that sounds like a good movie right there. For I ain't gonna lie to you, tweak it the right way.
Well, you know what? Since you didn't say it, so that's the little part 1 we sneaking in before the movie. I wasn't gonna tell nobody, but yeah, that's what we're gonna sneak it in the probably late December, early January. You'll see it. That's what we're working on now, but it was supposed to be a secret, but since you said something.
Hey man, I'm good at what I do.
Yes, you are.
So the company for the movie, is that what's the name of the company for the movies, and is that your company?
Yeah, that's my company. Coming Forward Entertainment.
Okay. Coming Forward Entertainment. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Coming Forward Entertainment. Okay. So what should we expect from you for 24? Other than new movies coming and new books, what else can we expect coming from you?
We're going to be doing our Hey Sis, How Bad Do You Want It conference. That'll be our second conference. So I'm going to be doing women's conferences. And hopefully a couple of these young guys, I'm going to be helping them with publishing their books. And mostly the conference. And I also do, if you guys don't know, I do ghostwriting. And I do manuscript critiquing, and I also have a workshop to teach you how to 7 steps to start and finish a book too. So just a lot of that, bringing it out there.
Can you let my people know information for the conference for everybody that would like to attend or be a part of?
Well, that's coming up in 2024, so we don't have a date yet. So we're going to do one in Tampa, Florida, and then one, of course, in Los Angeles, California. But that's in 2024. We don't have a date yet. But I'll get you guys, if you go follow me on social media. Just type in my name, Aleta Williams, Facebook or Instagram. Then you'll be updated on when it's going to be coming out.
Is that the same?
But I'll let you guys know, and like late December, you'll know about next year.
Okay. The social media sites you just gave, is that the same sites people can contact you for the ghostwriting and everything in the publishing?
You can, but I would prefer you to email me, and my email is Aleta ALETA .CEO at ArthurAletaWilliams.com.
Okay. Now you being humble and modest right now, right?
I'm just mellow. I'm cool. I'm just cool.
Because on the IG it says best-selling author. Talk to me. Yeah.
I just said it what I said, and that's how I was able to live off those book sales. So yeah,
But you kept it
award-winning.
modest, though. You kind of kept it like, I don't want to throw that out there. Throw that out there. Let the world know.
15-time best-selling author. Yeah, 15-time best-selling author, award-winning. I think 2015. I had best urban fiction author in 2015, and best, I believe it was best coming out author.
Okay,
congratulations.
Yeah. Any products you are going to be endorsing or trying to give to the world?
Yeah, I'm going to come out. I'm waiting for it to be a trademark. But yeah, I have some gear that's going, some merchandise. That's it.
Okay. Name, or are you still working on it?
I have the name, but not yet. I'll tell you. But yeah, I'll have some hats and some hats and t-shirts. That's it. Nothing else.
Okay. I can dig that. That's
hats.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely got your brand and you got your idea and everything on the go, and it looks like nothing gonna stop you. So, like I said, congratulations on your success and everything you're doing. Definitely,
you gotta come out here and get in one of the movies too, or we're gonna have to come out there and mess with you.
All you got to do is let me. You got my information. I'm ready whenever you're ready, man. I'm dead serious.
Come out there, mess with you too. My business partner, April. That's my business partner. She actually helped direct the movie. If it wasn't for her, and we have one camera guy as well. Only one camera guy, you guys. So anything is possible. It doesn't matter. One camera person, and we did it.
Listen, movie magic is beautiful and that's coming from experience, because you could take one camera and do 50 million things with it. When somebody watches it, they're gonna swear you had a full blown budget. No. No. Honestly, I would have never guessed one camera guy. I was thinking maybe 3. I'm looking at how everything was jumping around. I said, okay, at least got to be 3. I didn't think just 1, but that's good shit.
Yeah, just 1. We made it happen, so I'm glad about that. And then the next one is coming up.
I can't wait. Like I said, you
want me.
You want me down there? Let me know when, and I will be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up.
You know, anything else you want to tell the viewers? Any thing you want to let the young generation know? Talk to me.
Yes, I just want you guys to know that any and everything is possible. 1 no, 2 no's, 3 no's. It doesn't mean anything. You don't have to worry about fitting in with the popular crowd, because I didn't fit in, not even in the book industry, and it's still to this day. I don't fit in with the popular crowd. Do your thing. If you believe in yourself, do your thing. Don't worry about who's cheering for you over there or how many likes that they get. I'm telling you, none of that matters. I tell my kids that all the time. None of that matters, because people see you, and just keep going. I'm the person that went from $25 to $30 a quarter on a low bad. I won't say bad, but on a slow month, making $6,000 on book sales alone. Okay, that's my slow month. So do your thing. Don't hate on people. It don't matter if you have your friend that say, you know what, now I want to write a book, now I want to rap. It's okay. It's okay. Support them and let them do their thing, because what's yours is yours. Nobody can steal that from you. So what that your homies want to write it. Don't stop hating on people. Just let them do it. And motivate and cheer for them. And just do your thing. It don't matter. Don't matter about your money. Just do it. When you move, God moves just like that. Faith without works is dead. Do your thing and quit trying to fit in with everybody else. You don't need all the jewelry. It doesn't matter. Just do your thing. Be you. Be you. And it's better. That's it. Be you.
Facts.
And take back that they said you can't have. They said you're going to be in jail. They said you're going to be dead. They said you're going to do this, you do that. Take back everything that they said and prove them wrong. Not just for them, but for yourself, really.
Touche. What you listening to nowadays? What's your favorite song? What are you listening to?
If I'm not listening, you know what? I listen to Won't He Do It by Corey Hart. I don't listen to secular music anymore. I stopped.
Okay.
But my kids, if my son, he just went to the studio. Well, last night he sent me something. I listened to it. My daughter, she haven't been. But if they send me something, I'm gonna listen. But it's not my thing no more. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Well, dig that. Listen, I appreciate you taking your time out to converse with me and sit at the coffee table and let my viewers and let the world know about your trials and tribulations and your journey, as well as the things to come. And I definitely had a nice time rapping with you.
All right, I'm gonna hit you up. I thank you for having me, and go get what belongs to you. Don't stop.
Do me a quick favor. Let the people know your website.
It's Arthur Aleta Williams, Aleta Williams.com. So ArthurAletaWilliams.com.
Thank you for coming on the show, baby. I appreciate it.
All
Be
right,
safe
in here. You as well. Thank you.
You got it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all sitting here, being my neighbor, and taking time out to watch, understand, and enjoy what you read. Y'all definitely go out there and get them books. Y'all check out In the Hood. I'd like to thank my guests. Hey, man, anything is possible. You put your mind to it, and if God send you a sign, y'all definitely need to check it out. We got all kind of great things coming for y'all for December and 24. Definitely and get Richie Evans' Highly Favored EP. It's Platinum Plus right now. Y'all get that. The Evans administration got things coming. Shout out to Bel Air. Always things coming with that. And yeah, I got my glasses on today. Yeah, and I do wear glasses, but I'm Versace Shade watcher, man. Look, definitely get y'all exotic snacks. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Get your exotic snacks. Show y'all what we're doing over here. We do different. We don't keep the same thing. We don't eat the same. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all something else. We don't eat the same snacks people eat. You know what I'm saying? Now watch this. Hold on. We don't eat the same thing people eat. We got our own things, man. Shout out to Exotic Snacks, Exotic Pop. Y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving. I'm about to enjoy mine, and I got other things to do. So I appreciate y'all staying. Again, y'all can catch me, Rain, Rockstar on IG. YouTube is Rain Spotlight 4977. TikTok is Rain_4977. Subscribe, follow, share. We got new content, new things coming, new interviews, new products, as well as new adventures. Hey, look like I might be acting. Other things coming. Follow your boy, man. And always be humble, stay humble. I gotta go. I'll see y'all. Believe that. Yeah, I'm drinking Popeye.